we've been looking at blockchain as a technology and how it can transform supply chains. And purely by, let's say, coincidence, I got introduced to the food ecosystem a couple of years ago, and we've been working with some key leaders like the Walmarts and the Carrefours in the space. And what it has taught me is that there is so much to learn from food technology in general, because much of the problems in the food supply chain, whether it be food safety, food fraud, food quality, freshness, etc., can be solved by collaboration. And blockchain is a great way to collaborate, so I'm here to collaborate, explore, learn, and make things better for the world. There's a broad range of innovations, but a common theme I see in all of them is it's driven by consumer trust and transparency. So that to me is refreshing. So that's one aspect to it. And it's very hard to speak about technologies very broadly, but what I can tell you is if you look at newer ideas like what we are working on, blockchain, I think there are interesting things that can happen, and that can only happen if the community at large comes together and figures out how to solve these difficult problems like food trust and food waste. I think, pretty much in every industry this is the case. Data and AI is transforming everything. And for me, what I talked about earlier in terms of blockchain, think of it as the data layer, right? So I think what really is going to happen is everything across the entire life cycle, all the way from seeds to the fork, if you will, there'll be tremendous transformations happening purely because people have access to information that they did not have before, sharing, collaboration, and then AI applied to those, to that data, and everything will get more efficient. The world will be a better place. Ecosystems to come together to solve problems, and when ecosystems come together, everybody needs to benefit. So business models have to be thought through. Governance has to be thought through. If you're sharing information, who owns the data? Who can share the data? So these are the kind of questions that you need to deal with. And lastly, but not least, is this notion of interoperability and standards. You need to have those for everybody to collaborate and benefit from.